Hey there, good evening, and welcome to Prog Monster. My name is Murph, and I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock, hard rock, heavy metal, and other forms of rock music. Tonight, it's our Friday Night Live experience. Today, we've chosen to do this album, Phil Collins. Get a look at that. Seriously Live. So basically, I'll give you all the rundown details. There's quite a bit here first before I actually say anything about the album. Okay, so it was, sorry, gotta stretch this up a little bit too far away for me to see. Released in 1990. The venues where it was recorded, there's a fair number of them. It was basically recorded during the Sirius tour and remixed in Townhouse, London, Longford Manor in Milton Keynes, Power Station in New York, Studio 4 in Philadelphia, The Farm in Surrey, A&M Studios in Los Angeles. So all these different places. I'm guessing it was basically they just took bits and pieces from all of his concerts on that tour and remixed them in certain spots. I'm not sure why all the different studios, but I guess they wanted to capture some atmosphere for different songs. It was produced by Phil Collins and Robert Colby. Yes, I think it's the same Robert Colby that was on the Genesis album as well, that I did not so long ago. And of course, it's on Atlantic Records. So let's take a look here. Yeah, it's got all the songs on the disc and everything. Featured on the album, and not entirely including everybody. I'm just going by what I was able to piece together. Phil Collins, of course, vocals, drums, and piano. Chester Thompson on drums. Michael Harris on trumpet. Ron Lee, Michael Davis, on sax. Louise Satterfield on trumpet, trombone. Leland Schuyler on bass. I'm gonna need my glasses because it's getting smaller. I can't even make that out. Anyways, whoever it was, Bryce, I think, Michael Cole on key and vocator. Harry, well, my handwriting is bad. Harry Kim, I forgot. Trumpet. Fred White on backing vocals, along with Bridget Bryant and Arnold McCuller. All those on backing vocals. Nathan East, I'm going to just put this down a little because my head keeps disappearing, on bass and backing vocals, and Andrew Woodfolk on saxophone. Okay, so there are other musicians that may have appeared as well, but these are the ones that I could piece together as being listed. So, anyways, the album. The album has 15 tracks, all hits for him, all of his hits. Something's Happened on the Way to Heaven, Against All Odds, Take a Look at Me Now. These are ballady songs. Who Said I Would Know, One More Night, Don't Lose My Number, Do You Remember, Another Day in Paradise. These are all ballady type songs. Separate Lives. And we get into some more of the stuff that's a little bit more poppy and less ballady, such as In the Air Tonight. Sussudio was on this. Easy Lover. Some pretty good group, but mostly this is just ballads. Now, I'm not a big ballad fan, and I'm sure most of the people watching this are not big ballad fans too. Easy Lover, Sussudio, I like both those tracks. They're a little bit upbeat. The one with Philip Bailey, Easy Lover, I really like that a lot. Yeah, so it's basically a bit of a ballad album, and that's what Phil Collins was kind of in the 80s. he had his hit pops and his ballads, and that's pretty much what he was. You know, for the people who are prog oriented and liked Phil Collins when he's with Genesis, at least initially, this stuff isn't going to be of any interest to you whatsoever. However, if you're a person that came on board the show with Phil Collins as a pop star, you'll probably love this. He was maybe one of the biggest pop stars of the 1980s, which is kind of funny considering where he came from. However, I love his voice. I think he's got a great voice, and when he wants to, he can be among the very best progressive rock singers out there. But of course, this is not for that. The only thing with the album I found was, you know, other than the fact he played all his hits and they were really good for the most part, to me, it's not really a live album. I mean, it's live. They have live bits in that they've put in here and spliced in here and that. But basically, it's just the hits that are played, and then they dub in some live effects, like the cheering at the beginning, the cheering at the end, and maybe the odd song that has some kind of live aspect to it. But for the most part, it's a greatest hits album with live overdubbing. That's what I think. Not a bad sound to it, pretty solid sound to it, and Phil Collins sounds pretty good on here. It's an album that I don't mind listening to once in a while, if I'm in the mood for this kind of stuff. But to be honest, I probably just save this for when my girlfriend comes over, and that's about it. Okay. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode. You know, if you get a chance, just give it a listen to, see what you think of it. Don't expect too much. It is Phil Collins, and you can tell it's him. It's really good vocals, but again, and it's just basically a pop ballad type album that has some live overdubbing on it. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the show. Please like and subscribe. It's much appreciated. We'll be back next Friday night for another live album, and I'm not sure what that's going to be yet. I'm going to put the list together tomorrow and then do my this week next on Sunday. So anyways, I hope to see you then, and have a great evening. Prog Monster out.